First foul, the number 23, shooting 2 shots will be Rachel LaRock.
Weezy out of here. Weezy.
I money, I got cash. Back punch, one with bad. I'm getting you to bad. I'm rushing to be bad. I'm going to live like that. First that come to the floor. I'm not going to stop me from me jail. Keep on, I'm at my work in town. So real, I mean, I kill. We still took we should be saved. Come to the point that change. Right, wrong, we made. Can't see, but keep up that I stay. Got something I say, but Jimmy, I say, oh, good, that angels. Wait up, you get angels. Respect you, get brains. Get a check for you, change us. Change but I'm in your dreams real. I'm coming down to your knees. I'm what you can find. I come down on plenty. When I go, what you waiting now? Please share a shot. So get you wish there's up. I got paid. Back house, what with bad. I'm getting you this bad. Right, what's going to be bad? I'm going to like that. What's that coming? I'm not going to that's because we jail. Keep on, I'm at my work in town. So good, you gotta kill. We still take we should be saved. One real one that change. Right, wrong, we made. Right, wrong, we made. And that's how it pays. Like Chucky, baby, love. One has for a baby, love. Got it with your baby, love. You got a cash in my name, love. One with a little like a baby, love. Got it up to the baby, love. Really come inside with the baby, love. Reflecting it like a radar. See what you're like a baby, love. Man, got an elevator, love. My body, baby, love. I'm trying to play, love. I'm trying to put away, love. I'm money, I got cash. Back off what with bad. I'm getting you to bad. My first to be bad. I'm going to live like that. First that come in the door. I'm not going to that's because we chill. Keep on, I'm at my work in town. So you gotta kill. We still took we should be saved. One real one that change. Right, wrong, we made. I'ma stop playing these like Mars. I stop going broke, don't try. Roll keep money, bitch. We standing, talking like I got a wall. 20 years old, but 6 years old. Perfect, good, I'm going to be straight like a shit with a boot out. I'm a smoke, my shit right. Step in, living like change. Don't you forget it, show us you know. Show us in the life, out of a strain. I'm gonna forget, you know, on the ground. I'm right, right, I'm got that. Water, we got the next one to go. Water, we got the second one. Water, we got the next one to go. Water, we got the second one. 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 Water, we got you know the beat. Water, I'm just crazy on free. Water, I quit all the tea. Water, I watch you up to G. Just put up yours on my shirt on my beat. Pull out that leg from someone to be. Come on in. She like, you put up back and go deep. Come on in. You in. I got some racks and I want some. Still got no pass in the time to give it up. Keep it, man. In the finger phone, maybe when I want to go. Maybe grab this skinny go. I like to be in the so bitch you go. There's a break, it's big as I get go. I sit down on the rest, I remember when bitches you know how to make it go. On my birthday, I just want to do the dope. Bad bitch, but I'm ready to get it. You swallow my half years. In the road, you got feel like a tourist. On my way from the bottom, you so like my partner. It's driving me. I'm getting up, I'm pushing off and I'm gonna bust. You can't put on that shit, you can't put on us. How you running the bitch and I'm talking truck? How you got everybody get wiped up? Oh, she there with no swag, I'm talking up. Ain't my bitch, I'm not watching up, waking up. Got no money up, got no time to some. I'm the type to get active and never run. Let's get it up. Ain't no issues, I wish you could get it up. But I like that, I keep me on the cup. We can get that shit up, I'm paying for it. It's just not on everybody. So that's the trouble, say everything for everyone. You can do what you're talking about on the sun. I'm gonna go see you, I'm gonna go see you. Come in, settle the sweet, you know what? Like, I'm trying to show you a trick. Reverse out of my shit. Ice get up and love all this. Come in, let me get in your lips. And it's just so we start with a kiss. I want the one, keep my vision in shot. Woman say for the love of the flip. Like, people, he got put for the killer. I want that shit for you with grip. Like, I have my baby in it. In a party, I'm down in the front. Who let this come to the sex? She keep trying to get easy. Put on my body, I know that she touch me. Got that jam with a towel on my butt. Listen to she looking my necklace. I'm trying to get in the cut. So the way she said, think it's a press. Meet me up party, I told her to bet. Trying to get the beers, but then I'm spending. Come in, sit on the sweet, you know what? Like, I'm trying to show you a trick. Reverse out of my shit. Ice get out and love all this. Come in, let me get in your lips. And then section we start with a kiss. And then section we start with a kiss. Come in. And then section we start with a kiss. And then section we start with a. And then section we start with a. And then section we start with a kiss. Come in, sit on the sweet, you know what? Like, I'm trying to show you a trick. Reverse out of my shit. Ice get up and love all this. Come in, let me get in your lips. And then section we start with a kiss. I'm like a cold ball. Gang ain't cold yet, man, but I need to swap. Feel like I'm fucking top. Going stuff to take some pop. Come short and calm. They say we still talking close. The things that on the iPhone. No more photos. I'm every day. They made it on the fucking product. Look at us done. Oh, they're talking cold. When you don't face time, let the face on. Oh, you're getting that lifestyle, but I still give you. Don't slow it like the street, ready to go, please slow it. What's staying on the gold, sat down, just one, so you come. Dodge to the ice in this top now, and it's not so. I'm fighting up with some new bitch, not car. I gotta do my dog is this shit, not balling like birds, and now start feeling like my side. Drinking, but I start running, getting high. For the judge, I'm on. I'm best, I'm wrong. I'm for shows, cause self-build tomorrow. I was in talking cold, I think I'm working out. I'm on photos, I'm every day. Everybody cold, I work. Everybody knows what I know. I mean, follow what I need. I mean, coaching, I need. First, make that so slick. You can get it. No beat, you can get it back. Can't keep, you be itch. That's how I see the rap. One thing, can't read. You don't follow it out. Can't see. Pretty straight walk. Can't be academic, nothing. You're ready to keep on changing. I never say you ready. Ready to buy a whole contract. Yeah, whatever you want. This career, they got weird. Y'all the problem, number one. This is school, got to live. Can't we go from an in and out of bad dream? Look, I like it. She's in the shop. I used to still flex me. feeling like a bar. No insurance, you can stop the car, I'm right or wrong. You go to the couple started coming home. I'm in theory, yeah, I feel the city, girl, it's showing on. I'm like, Curie, and GIA certified on every stone. This one ain't got to put it on, they know it's so weak. I mean, everybody's trying to get it, know I fucking cheap. Tell $1,000, real, that was on the week. I've been focused, but I'm steady, kind of lower than my feet. You emotional, won't go to war, you know you should be. Like, I'm getting out to the end, you know that it ain't cheap. Drop it down, and then I break it off, I know that it ain't free. I realize that we can't get out simply. Which is not so we shut it up. I ain't banging down from nothing that can talk up on me. Bro, I'm somewhere at the World Cup, I'm not in the league. She was playing the game when I was on the block, chasing my dream. So the best I took me. Rats on the wall, sugar fresh in the street. Smoke like ice, my chuck, I'm feeling this thing out from the city. Every girl you need for Varsity. Fully on the street, dropping like Varsity. On the alley or a piece. Put my dog down the beach, you the ball on the G. You shit, you need to see the damage on my team. Ride my skirt from the stress. Got to the world, and I'm not cursing, my nigga on the scale. Let me see me if I see too many shirts. Get out my area, can't cut it. Guess I'm the type of thing you'll pay for it. For me, up in the sea, you can't change the beat. Understand they losing me. It's like this girl, they really gang. No one got any fault. She out with us, she won't make it home. I'm a shorty, feeling like a Mara. No insurance, you can't stop the car, I'm right or wrong.
I'm walking around the world, stepping out in the down my wife, choking, squish,
Can you do something for me? Can you hit a little rich flex for me? With 21, can you do something for me? Just some bars to my ex for me. 21, can you do something for me? Can you talk to the ops next for me? 21, do your thing, 21, do your thing. Do your thing, 21.
yellow diamonds in the white. It costs a lot, never seen a come guy. That's how you shot it. I didn't even manage, but I was ready to ride. Took the panties off and this ridiculous plot. All my exes ain't nothing, I'm busting. My odds ain't rapping, they ain't stuck. You ain't ready to pull a trick, don't question it. I know you on your feet, baby. I'm a savage, smacker, booty, and magic. I slap her, you the ratchet. I might snap a track on you, get the ass. Don't copy on Christmas Eve, call your dad. Call your uncle, don't copy. Always in my ear, yo, so free. While my eyes, guns are on you, say, hey, like an African, I got
All of you, you remember who y'all talking to. This is all the gang CEO. I got for you if I'm not working, girl. If I'm busy, no. I need to find you someone else to call. When you make it, can I get it on? I need to find you someone. I'm gonna says no, that's just what internet knows. I listen through the phone. Thinking look, so they don't feel alone. Hey, then see me, I'm young when he see me. I just roll, see him cheat out. Not a BMB bad. Waiting on a nigga like I'm PND. I'm steady pushing P, TSD. I told it, kiss me in the club. TSD, I used to want a GMC when I was going B&E. Living up and going on the run like the DMC. I hit up with her for a couple days. Then it's BRB. Rappers love asking if I'm when you know he did. When you know he did. She came in here, but she left out on
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to everybody listening again on Mix 96.1 FM and watching along with the live stream on PotsdamBears.com through the Huddle Fan app. With Todd Truax engineering this broadcast for Mix 96.1 FM on the radio side, I'm Taylor Salisbury, welcoming you in here to the Jerry Welsh Gymnasium in Maxey Hall as we now are going on to our second game of 2 this afternoon in basketball. It's the men's basketball teams as the SUNY Potsdam Bears will go against the SUNY Oswego Lakers. The Bears will go into this game after losing a tough one last night to SUNY Canton here in the Jerry Welsh Gymnasium after we had just honored the legacy of Jerry Welsh. They would lose 87-77. At one point, the game was tied with not a whole lot of minutes remaining on the clock, and then it came down to some technical foul problems and just a lot of different scenarios were starting to play out there down on the hardwood. It was a rough game. The Bears are looking to bounce back here as they will be taking on the Lakers, which is no small task in its own, as the Lakers are 15-3 currently on the season, 9-2 in the SUNYAC Conference. Looking here at the SUNYAC standings for the men's teams, Oswego right now is sitting at third place, just behind Oneonta and Cortland, who both have games going on here momentarily against Morrisville and New Paltz, respectively. So for the Bears right now, they're in the last spot in the SUNYAC, right underneath of Fredonia. They would love to at least play a spoiler card here this afternoon as they battle with the Lakers. And for SUNY Potsdam, just quickly, we want to see here the updated statistics since last night. Looking at it, the leading goal scorer and for points will still be Mike Hancock, number 13 for SUNY Potsdam, as he has 245 total points on the season, 13.6 average, 24 steals, 9 blocks, 47 assists. He's 92 for 205 on field goals. He's also 15 for 52 on three-pointers, 46 for 80 on the foul shots. Ethan Baksh right behind him with 173 points, 9.6 average, and also he has 16 steals, 3 blocks, 27 assists, 57 for 179 from the field, 7 for 38 three-point shots, and 52 for 65 on the three-pointers. As we have the final 20 seconds clocking down here, we will not have a national anthem or a singing from the Potsdam pitches like we did last night after the Jerry Welsh honoring. We will just go straight here to the starting lineups for both of these teams as more fans shuffle in here from the concourse area. Also mention that there was a hockey game, a women's hockey game going on across the hall here at the Maxey Ice Arena. At last look, it was Plattsburgh 4, SUNY Potsdam 0. Now it's 5-0 in favor of the Cardinals. So here we go as we have both teams coming out here. So here will be the starting lineup for the visiting Oswego State Lakers. As coming out here first is going to be number 1, Freddie Fowler, freshman guard, 6 foot, from Liverpool, New York. Then second is going to be a number 4. That is Arthur Foster, a sophomore guard forward combo. He is 6'5" from Albany, New York. At the 3, number 10, Gary McLean, also a sophomore guard forward, 6'5" from Camillus, New York. Followed behind him is number 12, Stephen Bradley, a junior guard, 6'3" from Staten Island. And finally at the 5 is number 22, Deacon Judd, a sophomore forward, 6'6" from Mohawk, New York. As now we will look here at the SUNY Potsdam Bears making their way out here onto the hardwood. Coming out first is number 4, Timothy Hardy, the sophomore guard, 6'3" from Portsmouth, Virginia. At the 2 will be number 12, Bobby Kimokai, 5'11", guard freshman from Plattsburgh, New York. Behind him is Mike Hancock, sophomore guard forward from Bayville, New York. Number 22, Bryson Brown, the sophomore guard from New York, New York. And at the 5 will be number 30, Landon Cox, a freshman forward, 6'6", from Dickinson Center, New York. The Lakers are coached by Jason Leone in his 18th season. The assistant coaches are Josh Gregory, Jack Broderick, Bill Farden, and Gavin McCauley. And for the Bears, as always, in his 10th year, it's Coach Jim Bechtel, with the associate coaches Eddie Cross and the assistant coach Kevin Baksh, Austin Brooks, and Mara Vaccaro. The Potsdam Bears are wearing their alternate black uniforms with gray numbers and maroon trim, just like the women did in the first game. And Oswego is wearing their white uniforms with green striping down the sides and yellow trim. Right now, that first attempt on the offense was by the Bears. It was no good, and now coming back the other way were the Lakers. Loose ball picked up here, and it's thrown across for Bradley. He'll slip into the middle. His two-point shot, no good. And that is rebounded by Mike Hancock. Hancock studies and finds himself a partner in Landon Cox. A pass by Kimokai was intended for Hardy, and that is deflected out of play. So right below us in the crow's nest, this will be inbounded here by the Bears. Thrown to the opposite side, bottom corner. Kimokai lets a three-pointer flutter towards the net. However, this one will be no good. As we have reached the first minute of play here, another one bounces away. It's loose. It's brought out of the air by Hancock. No-look pass, hits Hardy, and that one is a nice little jumper from the right side of the 10. So the first 2 points of the game will go to the Bears and Hardy. Judd to the bottom corner, that left-hand side of the Jerry Wells Gymnasium on the left side. And here's a reload, this time by Bradley, right down the pipe, no good for 3. Going after the loose ball was Judd. He picked it up. 12 seconds on the shot clock. This one is whipped around there for Fowler, and it's picked up. Judd will lose that one. Reaching in was Kimokai, and that should be the first one against the Bears, and the first one here in our second contest. Actually, it looks like they're going to give it to Bryson Brown, number 22. Lobbing this one, it's Judd getting it back in front of the Bears bench. They'll work it around the umbrella right to left. Now at the point, dribbling through the legs. That's Fowler trying to spinorama his way from Bryson Brown. No good on the shot by Judd. Rebounded, nicely done by Foster. Worked around this time, left to right. And it's Foster with a shot from behind the back. Very nice Euro step. And that is good for 2. That ball, an errant pass, is thrown out of play here behind the Bears bench. Actually went off a body of Arthur Foster. Hancock finds Bryson Brown, Mr. Electric, down to Landon Cox, and his shot on the hook is good. Cox was about 4 feet away on the right side, and he makes that look easy, even though it definitely was not from the area. Through the legs again. Fowler to Judd. Judd has that one bounce off of Landon Cox. And it does look like, yes, Cox will receive his first foul here in the game. 2 quick ones in the first 3 minutes of play. "17 minutes remaining. 3-point shot. That time is good. And the 3 points will go to Bradley. Trying to let this one hang and bang was Hancock. He will make the contact here, and he will go to the line for 2. That one goes against Deacon Judd as Mike Hancock will take his first attempt, and it's good. Nice swish. There's the second attempt. However, that one hits the front of the rim and bounces wide right, and it is rebounded by Oswego State. As they come back right to left here, it's 5-5. 16 minutes remaining and change in the first half. And a three-pointer! Very well done there that time by Fowler. Oswego State takes their first lead. Brown finds an opening as he went to the left of the key. He stopped on a dime, hesitated, and got it back for Cox. Meanwhile, Cox has given it to Timothy Hardy. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Cox, three-pointer is up and in! And we are back to an 8-8 tie. Trying to get in there is Judd. He gets sandwiched. However, he does make a 2-point basket right underneath of the nylon as he was in between Hancock and Cox. Kimo Kai comes up empty on the 3-point shot. Sliding it through is Hancock as it went off a body. Kimo Kai dives it towards the net, but it will not go in. Coming back with it, it's Judd. Trying to put more points on the board, and that one is stolen away. Nicely done on the defense by Hardy. Hancock over top of his man. That was Fowler. However, he had way too much force on that shot. Surveying the landscape, Fowler got it to Judd. Judd from the right corner, or the left top corner of the paint, didn't make his shot. And then there was a jump ball between Landon Cox and also Bradley. Fowler finds the open pass as it's Judd getting it from Bradley. Judd gets knocked down by Cox, no foul, and here come the Bears the other way. Brown in front of the Lakers bench, gave it to Hancock. He swings around. It's Hancock again. 9 seconds on the shot clock. That is tipped out by the fingertips of Fowler. And they are going to call the reach-in foul as well on Freddie Fowler. So add insult to injury there on that one for Oswego State. Hancock threw this one back into Brown in the defensive zone. Now he's back here on the offensive possession. Trying to get away. He could not do it, so he passes it across for Hancock on the left wing side. He looked for Brown, and it hit the foot, I believe here, of Brown. Foster will be back here for the Lakers as substitutions have come in for the Oswego State team in the name of McGee, and it also looks like McLean, who now has possession of the rock with a nice little hook shot from the right side. Nicely done for two. And here's an home run pass to Cox, and it's good again. He sits at 7 already out of the 10 points here for the Bears. Timeout called by Coach Leone as Oswego leads 12-10 with 13 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 fouls apiece here on both teams. Brown and Cox are the ones for SUNY Potsdam, and for the Lakers, it was Judd getting one. And I believe, yes, if I remember correctly, because I'm looking here, Fowler did get that other foul on the reach-in as I update my unofficial stat line here up in the booth. Looks like we have a update here on the men's hockey team who traveled to number 1 ranked Hobart to play this afternoon. After 20 minutes of play, they are already down 4-0. And that's pretty much more of the same here. Whenever anybody really in men's hockey plays Hobart, they are just in a league of their own, and maybe they kind of should be. Drop pass, flipped around, top corner, now to the left corner of the arch, and it's a 3 by number 3, McGee. That will extend the lead here for the Lakers by 5 points. Hancock back to Kimokai, wide open, no good, as he had plenty of time and space. Frustration definitely showing as he shuffles back on defense. Foster to McLean. That one was going back to Foster as he wrestles with Kimokai for possession of the ball. And it looks like it will be a turnover offensively by Oswego State. As we will now get our first look here this afternoon of Singh coming in here now. He just came in during the timeout for Landon Cox. We also have Bastido out here as well. Hancock, ew! A nasty three-pointer by Hancock. He saw it and he knew it all the way. Laser focused. Fowler being double-teamed. Wide open there to make the pass was McGee. He connected with McLean, and now it goes across to the opposite left side. That one airmailed in by Jason McGee. McGee, a junior guard from Herkimer. I think that is a typo, but 6'1", big boy out there is number 3 in white and green. I want to say it's supposed to say Herkimer, New York. However, it's Herkimer CC, so I'm a little confused on that one. Unless they flip-flopped that and New Rochelle was supposed to be in the hometown spot. Anyway, the ball is favored here and possessed by the Bears. However, before it's thrown back into play, another timeout will be taken here by Oswego State. 11 minutes and 53 seconds remaining in the first half, and the Lakers only lead the Bears now by 2, 15-13. So far, Hardy has 2 points for the Bears. Hancock has 4, and Cox has 7. However, he is now on the bench, taking a well-deserved break. And for the Lakers, Fowler had a 3-pointer, McGee had a 3-pointer, Foster and McLean had 2 points apiece, Bradley has 3, and Judd got a 2-pointer to get the ball rolling here for Oswego State. Great crowd here this afternoon. Many people probably in between the women's hockey game across the way as they were playing Plattsburgh State. Also some people traveling here from Oswego State themselves underneath of the live stream camera. Also want to thank everybody who came out here last night for the honoring of Jerry Welsh. It was a fantastic ceremony. Bill Mitchell was able to give a very, very emotional, touching, and in my opinion, truly phenomenal speech in memory of Jerry Welsh. There was a nice video package, and of course the banner raising here, as he will now hang between the 2 banners of the men's basketball championship teams from 1981 and 1986. So that was very, very fantastic. And I might add, I thought added to the drama that came at the end of last night's game, as we mentioned, a couple technical calls and just some blown errors by the officials in the game last night. So far, so good here, as that is a nice little leap towards the basket for 2 by Bradley. Hancock pushes off his man. He'll get it for 2 as he stares down Bradley as he goes back into his own zone. Still a 2-point lead here for Oswego State. Bradley this time tries to beat Hancock. No good on the putback. Judd doesn't get it. And I don't believe, will count that one from Bradley. Whistle blew before he tapped it. And the foul will go against, I would have said they put a 1 up there for a second, and I didn't think Ethan Baksh was out there. It is against Bastido. Here's the first shot for Judd. That one will not fall as it hits the back of the iron. Kimokai, a quick timeout, comes back in from the bench as he will go in for Hancock. And now the second shot, that time is good for Judd. 50% average so far. He has 1 for 2. Brown is now going to get double teamed, and they get it around. Singh has one going towards the net. However, it goes off the right side and away. Here come the Lakers. Back the other way, crisscrossing. And this will be a 3-pointer shot from deep, but it's no good. Bryson Brown comes down with a defensive rebound off the shot by White Luciano. Brown looking for an outlet pass. He finds Singh. He fakes the 3-point shot. Deked out Judd. Got it back to Brown. Steps back for 3. That one hits the front of the rim and was so close for Bryson Brown. I like the basketball IQ there to step back and take the 3-point shot. I think that was the best course of action there, and he just barely missed it. Landon Cox gets his second foul. Judd goes back up to the line, and again, He misses the first one. And now Singh is the one who will scurry back to the Bears bench. Hancock is back in on the tag. Judd will flip this one in. So in stereo, he pulls a 1 for 2 on the second shot, and he's still 50%. Cox, three-pointer. Oh, it's good from downtown! Cox has made this a 1-point lead for the Lakers. McGee able to squeak that one in for Oswego as we have reached the halfway part of our first half. Swinging this one out with a almost soccer-style throw-in was Cox. Brown again tried it from three-point land, and it just will not go for him. In stride, Judd trying to go over Hancock, and he gives a great defensive play. That time it's good for Kimo Kai on the break. And that's the first points here for Kimo Kai. Not to be outdone, though. McGee comes back the other way with a bucket. 23-20, and it's starting to heat up here offensively between these two squads. 8 minutes and 34 seconds remaining now as that one is tipped out of play on the sideline here on the bottom part of the right side of the court. As Bryson Brown is subbed out, it's Timothy Hardy back in. Cox looking, and Hancock thought Hardy was still back there on the upper right side, but he was not. On that miscommunication, that is going to be a turnover offensively here as Oswego will take back over. Judd. McLean to McGee. McGee puts a shoulder into Hancock. And they're going to call the foul against Hancock. Coach Bechtel kind of wanting an explanation here. He thought that more of the contact was made by McGee. Looks like they're actually going to give that to Bastido. He was in the vicinity. Hancock takes that away, but they do call it. Oh, boy, I thought that was a pretty one there on that defensive play. Landon Cox got a piece of the body of McGee. He was also there. So McGee up to the line. Spreads it wide with the foot plant, and it's no good. So far, he has 7 points. And it looks like Fowler will be coming back in here. And I believe, yes, Foster has also come back in here. One more shot for McGee. That one barely made it to the front of the rim. Somehow it bounced up and around and out. Coming up empty twice are the Lakers, and that might be a good omen here for the Bears as they have come back into the offensive territory with possession. That one slips through the fingers of Hardy and out. It will be Foster inbounding this one to Freddie Fowler. Judd tossing this one, running back style. McGee looking as coming back for the pass was Fowler. He's got about 2 feet between him and Szymanski. Got it down to Judd on the right side, and Judd beats out Bryson Brown. 25-20 in favor of Oswego. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the first. Whistle blown as Hardy was in mid-shot, so he did not technically take it. However, he will get 2 free shots here as he was fouled. That's the second foul against Judd. First 2 attempts for Hardy. There's the first one. Off the back of the rim and off. Still has one more chance as Hancock is deep back as well as Szymanski. It's on its way. It's good. So Hardy goes 1 for 2. He's 50% as well on free throws in this game. He has 3 points total. And it's a 4-point cushion for the Lakers. That is ripped away by Brown. Hancock picks up the loose ball. He bodies his man. However, he's going to lose it. Are they going to say it went off of White Luciano last? Yes, they will. So underneath myself here in the crow's nest, Bryson Brown will inbound this. Who's he going to get it to? He got it to Hardy, who broke free briefly from Fowler. Trying to spin in, could not do it. Here's Brown. Throws it across with force. Szymanski tries to get his way in. Whistle will be blown. And Szymanski this time will go up to the line. Didn't really see Szymanski a whole lot last night, but now he gets a chance here for 2. And on the first one, it's successful. That foul did go to White Luciano, by the way, who will now go back to the sideline. Here's the second one, and it's good for Szymanski. A 2-point lead again here, once more for Oswego. Fowler trying to get away from Kemokai successfully. Got it to McLean. McGee now on the pass, 3-pointer. No good from that bottom left-hand corner. Hancock advancing the ball forward. Wide open is Hardy. Going in. He got pressured, and McLean got a piece of him. However, play resumes. This one is given up, and no good by Monroe. Rebound picked up, and Fowler succeeds in the second attempt. Still 6 minutes remaining. Plenty of time here for both these teams, as it's only 4 points between the two. Hardy, 3-pointer in! It's Hardy! Fowler trying to spin away. He lost it! Bryson Brown to the races! It's good for 2! Mr. Electric getting his first 2 points here. And we'll see who tipped that one last as the ball rolled to the opposite left side of the Jerry Welsh Gymnasium. We'll just have to wait and see. Looks like SUNY Potsdam was the last one to touch it, as the official will retie his shoes momentarily. We have a brief break. McLean finds Watkins. Foster will get it back to him on the pitch and catch. They work it left to right around the umbrella. At the point, given back to McGee. 3 points, no good, as it was in front of Coach Bechtel. Here's a rebound and a nice pass wide open was Foster, 2 feet in front of the net, and he's able to easily pop it up and in. 1 point lead for Oswego once again. Hardy gets in. He could not get through the last line of defense as Fowler swats that away and brings it back quickly. Through the legs, McLean dribbles this one, as well as Fowler, giving it right back. McLean trying to spin over Hancock. Gorgeous defense put on there, and he got it over to Hardy. Telegraphing the pass. That's stolen in the passing lane. Wide open there. Oh, going for the dunk was Foster. A lot of contact there as the ball literally hit the top of the lights and came down, and I thought it was actually going to go in the net. I mean, it wouldn't have counted either way, but that would have just been impressive. SUNY Potsdam with the ball. Down by 1. 4 minutes and 12 seconds before half. Looking to get the lead back. Beksh in sync with Hancock. Head check. Nice tilt. Coming in. He got it! 4-2. 30-29 for the Bears. McGee will body his way in underneath of the glass. Couldn't get it in. Judd picked up the ball, and then he had that knocked away by, I believe, Mike Hancock. And a timeout will be called here by Coach Bechtel as he will grab the dry erase board and try to set up a new play here for the Bears as they now lead 30-29. 3 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half. 6 fouls here for the Bears, 4 for the Lakers. Right now, we'll go down the list here as Szymanski went 2 for 2 on free throw attempts. Hardy has 6 points, including a great three-point shot from almost the dead center top. Kemokai has 2 points. Mike Hancock has 8 points. Bryson Brown had a 2-point basket, and Landon Cox is sitting at 10 so far. Freddie Fowler has 5 for the Lakers. McGee has 7. Foster has 4. McLean has 2. Bradley is at 5, and Judd has 6. And that's where we sit currently. 3 minutes and 44 seconds before we go to the half. Throwing it in. McGee will get this from Watkins. Watkins wide open on that bottom left corner. However, Fowler continues to hold it. He tried to get through Kemokai and did. Kemokai whacked at it, and he is going to get his first. No, they gave it to Brown. Okay. Fowler has yet to take shots from the charity line. And the shot, the first one, is successful as he looks to cash in on a second one. Dribbles it, and it's good. Fowler now at 7. Kemokai will hit Szymanski and switch up. Hancock, crisscross applesauce. Now it's Brown. He got it from Singh. Hancock, 4 guys on top of him. Gets it to Szymanski. It's good! Ice cold by Szymanski! Fowler has that one knocked away. Kemokai, but McCahey picks up the loose ball and is able to just bop in a bouncer from the short left side. We're tied, 33 apiece. 2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first. Hancock faked the three-pointer and gave it back to Brown. Kicks it out. It's Szymanski again. Ooh, that time he hits the back of the rim as the team was ready to rejoice on the sideline. McGee setting up shop here as Judd spins away from Hancock. And Hancock definitely got the body in on him. So finally, Hancock should have his first foul of the contest. Judd back up to the line. 2 for 4 currently. And the first shot, this time he makes it. So he has broken his streak of the first shots missing, and then he's making the second attempts. Let's see if he can go 2 for 2 here on this one. As he will reset, deep breath, lets it fly, it's good. Here are the Bears. Singh to Hancock. Ripping it down very hard. Singh tried to get it on the right side of the key. Could not do it. Got it to Hardy. He goes over his man. Could not make it fall. And it was picked up by Judd on the board. Fowler, his shot goes underneath the basket. That time no good as Foster tried again. Three-pointer misses. And it will be SUNY Potsdam coming back, still down by 2. They're looking for the twofer. Or a 3. Kemokai has it. Oh! Roll out of the bowl and up to the top of the glass. It's literally hanging on the back there on the post. So they will have to get either a broom or a second ball. Yes, they're going to throw the second ball in from the scorer's table, and they will knock it down. Very entertaining 20 minutes of play here in our men's basketball game. And it's still not over. 1 minute and 27 seconds is plenty of time for anything to come about here. Third time is the charm for the official to knock the ball down as he gets a good ovation and applause here from the crowd in the Jerry Welch Gymnasium. The Lakers coming back with Fowler. Got it to Foster. He gets it back. Three-pointer. No good. Rebounded. Nice leap there by Hardy. He wasn't taking any chances. Hancock. Kemokai lets it go, but it's no good for 3. Bodying again his way in and making a lot of contact on Hancock was McGee. And wow, really? It's just one of those things where, unfortunately, Hancock is just in the lane of traffic. And also, it looks like Singh was there, too. And Singh will actually be the one getting called. And he's actually going over to the official. He just wants a little explanation on that previous play. McGee so far 0 for 2 on free throws. As it looks like we'll have a brief pause here as the assistant coach for the women's basketball team, Michael Busby, coming out here, getting the floor a little clean where a few bodies just went down in the paint underneath of the Potsdam bench. Still awaiting the first shot here, and it looks like finally we will receive it. Here it comes, and it's in there for McGee, as he now will sit at 1 for 3. He'll take his time. Spins the ball, bends the knees. There's the shot, and again, it is in for McGee. Singh looking to the left wing side, and it's now a Hancock across for Hardy. Couple quick, crisp passes here by the Bears on target. Hancock with 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Hooks it over the head to Hardy, and it's good! From deep for Hardy. Another three-pointer, but it still leaves the Bears down here by 1 point as the shot clock is turned off. 10 seconds remaining before the half. With it, lobbing it over is Judd. Ooh, he barely was able to come down with that one. 2 seconds, three-point shot. Doesn't get there in time. It's picked up by Hardy. Hancock is knocked down on the play by McGee as McGee comes over to see if he's okay. Great sportsmanship. Always love to see that one. And that will finish the first half of play here at the Jerry Welsh Gymnasium in Maxey Hall in our men's basketball matchup. The second game of 2 this afternoon, as after 20 minutes of play, it is now currently a 1-point game, as right now the Lakers lead the Bears. Excuse me, sorry, I had a moment here to look over. 37-36. Right now it's neck and neck, and you know, I got to tell you, I'm actually impressed. Thoroughly impressed with how SUNY Potsdam kept going with the Lakers. It looked like it might slip away here and there at a few different times. However, they come up strong, especially at the end with a couple three-pointers from Szymanski, Cox, and Hardy. So we will come back here in about 10 minutes' time. We will give you those halftime statistics, and we will give you your updated out-of-town scoreboard. Remember, right now, it is the Lakers 37 over the Bears 36. And we'll be back here on PotsdamBears.com and Mix 96.1 FM in a few minutes. Okay, Todd, we're back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, here on Mix 96.1 FM, as well as on PotsdamBears.com through the Huddle Fan app. For Todd Truex engineering this broadcast, I'm Taylor Salisbury, and after one half of play here in men's basketball, it is currently the Oswego State Lakers. Where was I on that one? The Oswego State Lakers 37 and the SUNY Potsdam Bears 36. As SUNY Potsdam was really making a good run there at the very tail end of the first half. They were just a bit short on a couple of three-point shots that were taken from Bryson Brown and Timothy Hardy. I think there was also one by Bobby Kimokai, which could have ultimately been the deal breaker here to get the Bears the lead going into halftime. However, they are down by one as we will look at the team stats here. Oswego State 13 for 33 so far on their field goal percentage. Also the Bears 13 for 28. So the Bears have a better percentage, 46.4% to 39.4. Three-pointers. Oswego 3 for 13. The Bears go 6 for 16. So again, they have a better percentage, 37.5 to Oswego's 23.1. Both teams 66.7% on free throws. The Lakers 8 for 12. The Bears 4 for 6. 24 rebounds in favor of the Lakers over the Bears 11. 14 of them defensively, 10 of them on offense. Only one offensive rebound here for Potsdam after 20 minutes of play. 7 assists for Oswego State, 8 for Potsdam. 6 turnovers on the Bears, 7 on the Lakers. 5 steals by SUNY Potsdam, only 2 for Oswego, so that's very good in terms of this second half. If SUNY Potsdam can come out with the same muster and steal the ball away from the Lakers attackers. And now we will look at the out-of-town scoreboard before we get underway here, as the women's hockey team will fall to Plattsburgh State 5-0, a shutout for the Cardinals. The men's hockey team also loses 5-0 to number 1 ranked Hobart on the road. For SUNY Canton, the women's basketball team will take an L to Plattsburgh State, 74-63. And it looks like it was a 2-2 tie for the women's hockey team versus Oswego State. They were just starting the shootout when we got the updated statistics. Men's basketball team leads Plattsburgh by 4, 65-61, 8 minutes and 28 seconds remaining in the second half. Women's basketball team for the St. Lawrence University Saints come up with a W, 71-39. The women's hockey team ends up beating number 5 Quinnipiac in an upset, 3-1 the final. The men's basketball team is just basically on cruise control against Bard College, 50-10. Only 6 minutes remaining there in that game. And for the Clarkson Golden Knights, the women's basketball team will lose to Vassar, 65-53. The women's hockey team is defeated by Princeton, 6-1 near final. And Vassar's men's basketball team are up on Clarkson, 45-28, with 15 minutes and change remaining in the second. We'll get to the SUNYAC basketball scores here momentarily, as that will be an offensive turnover against the Lakers here, and it will give the Bears a chance to take the lead here early in the first minute of play. Brown looking to the left side, and he'll cross with Kimokai. Got it back to Cox. Cox had a great first half there, even though towards the end he didn't really play too much. On this one, it is Fowler who will pick up a 2-pointer as he goes over Cox. So the first points of this second half will go to the Lakers. They extend their lead to 3 here. Cox to Hancock. 3-point shot. Misses the mark. Fowler will dribble this one with his right hand down the left wing side. Got it to the right as that is McLean trying to slash in. He's being pressured. It's like a Bermuda triangle there between Brown, Hardy, and Cox. And it looks like it will go against Bryson Brown here on the foul. Third one here against Brown, the first one of the second half. Hancock coming in to try to take the ball away from Judd, and now he will get a foul. Here's the inbound underneath the net. With it is Foster. That one rainbows over the net. Hancock came down with it as he finds an open man in Brown. Back to Kemokai. Hancock, stutter step, fakes the shot, got it to Hardy. He tries to pass it backwards to Cox, and that is a foul this time against Oswego. Third one on Judd. One of the star players here on this Lakers squad. Going down hard there was Kemokai to the floor as he tried to put the shot towards the net on the right side. But it did go off of Oswego on the last touch. Hancock gets down low, gets it in on the hook. First 2 points of the second half for the Bears goes to number 13. Little flip over to McLean, and now it's Fowler to Foster. Foster hesitated and took out Brown on the second attempt. No good. However, it is a foul on the Bears. Foster will go up to the line here. He has yet to take any free throw attempts. As he lets it go, that one had not enough power to make it to even the front of the rim. Bryson Brown was the one who gets the foul there, his fourth, as he'll quickly be taken out. Substitution made with Singh. And the second one also misses. The other one is taken out here as Coach Leone in his 18th season, we mentioned here, is really giving a lot of flack here to the official for calling that ball coming back here in favor of the Bears. He is just absolutely entranced over there, almost foaming at the mouth. Landon Cox for 3! Pushed away. Shot airmailed in that time by Bradley, brought down by Singh. As the Bears lead 41-39, Singh miscue there, brought back the other way. Fowler puts it in, or Foster puts it in for 2. And then the timeout is called here by the Lakers as again Leone with a power walk towards one of the officials near the statistics table. He wants to have a little chat here instead of going to talk to his bench off this timeout. Meanwhile, Coach Bechtel grabs the board, a couple of handshakes all around there, as we are now tied 41-41. with 17 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the second half. Both teams already getting in foul trouble here. 3 in the second half for the Bears, 2 for the Lakers, and I'm actually not surprised, or I'm very surprised that Oswego didn't maybe get like a technical bench call there with all the vocabulary that was being spewed at the officials there by Coach Leone. As we will give you the other SUNYAC scores here, I just have to flip back here to them and update you on those, as there were 2 finals in women's basketball. It was New Paltz in a nail-biter squeaking one out against Cortland, 57-55 the final, and then Morrisville ends up falling to Oneonta, 85-71. In men's basketball, Cortland leads New Paltz 44-23, 17 minutes remaining in the second half, just like us here. And right now, Morrisville with a 4-point lead over Oneonta. That would be a huge upset, just like this one here would be. 13:45 in the second. Bounce pass off the hardwood to Cox from Kimokai. Just wide. And here comes the Lakers back left to right. Right corner of the arch. 3-point shot, no good. With the body contact, there was McGee as he knocks down Kimokai from behind. He was very energetic and vocal about that. However, that's only his first foul of the game. I understand it's tied 41-41, but you still have plenty more to go. And there's plenty more time as well here for these two teams, as Hancock will deliver the pass to Cox. Now it's Hardy trying to spin away, almost stepping out over the sidelines. Leaping for that one is Cox as the ball was loose. McGee picked it up. A little tip pass there from Foster to Bradley, and Bradley sinks the 2. 43-41, and a timeout is called. Coach Bechtel for the Bears made that call, as now SUNY Potsdam sits at 5 timeouts, 3 here for the Lakers. 43-41 is now the score, 16 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the game. At least for right now, at this point, seems like it's going to come down to the wire here, as it's only a 2-point lead. And it has been swinging back and forth, that imaginary pendulum in terms of momentum. It has been going back and forth, swaying here throughout the entire contest. So the Bears come out first here, back onto the court. Hancock, Hardy, Singh, Cox, and Kimokai are the personnel. Fowler, Bradley, McLean, Foster, and McGee. So the same ones that were out there. As Hardy will dribble this one to the center lane. Through the legs to Singh. He's going to try to cut down low. That went out of his hands. Cox picks it up. He gets the shot away for 2 in the and 1. McLean is the one who gets the foul. There's the and 1, and it's in for Landon Cox to take the lead back by 1. 44-43. Kicked out and in front of his own bench. Letting that one go is McLean. No good from downtown territory. And again, it's going to be called here as a foul, this time on Bradley of Oswego. Landon Cox will be subbed out here as they will try to keep him with enough energy to go down the stretch here. Plenty of space in between then and now. Hancock to the right side, that upper right corner. He'll have the ball in front of Coach Bechtel. Passing it back, miscommunication there. However, Singh did not have a defender in the vicinity. He was able to quickly regain possession. Bastido flips it back out. Now getting through the defense is Hardy, and what a highlight reel shot! For 2 points. Hardy puts it behind the back as he got through 2 defenders. McGee into the paint. That one is a nice floater for 2. And McGee finally gets his first points of the second half. Hancock tries to split the D, and that's going to be a foul on Oswego State. It will go against Fowler, his second. Hancock is back up here for the foul. Shots 1 for 2 so far. Or at least it looked like it. No, now the officials are signaling over here to the sideline underneath of the net. A lot of miscommunication here. But it is thrown in by Singh all the way back up to the top of the arch to Hancock. 16 seconds on the shot clock here as Singh will scan the environment and finds Hardy again. Hardy comes down into the paint, and he does draw the foul. So it will be Hardy at the line for 2. Here's the first shot. He bends the knees, follows through. It's good. One more shot to go as Singh is back with Kimokai. McGee on that bottom left-hand sideline waiting. However, Hardy sinks it. And the Bears lead by 3. Freddie Fowler. Oh, he stepped over his own foot. It's picked up, coming back the other way on the break. Ooh, denial by Foster as Hardy was trying to do the finger roll layup. It's not a foul. Everybody thinks it is, but it actually just went out of bounds. Singh with the rock. Looking, and will get it to Kimokai as he has to corral this one. He was getting pressured from behind by White Luciano. Hancock slipping now on the court. Back to Kimokai. He lets one go. Fired in for 3. No good. Bastido rebound. And now we'll have a jump ball. And it will go against SUNY Potsdam. A amazing effort there on that possession by the Bears. Very good pressure put on here. And give them credit because they're so far played a very good team-based effort here. Yes, everybody is starting to get into it a little bit more. However, everybody is coming together and producing these plays here for SUNY Potsdam. White Luciano. He has Kimokai coming up to hound him from behind. That one went off the board as it was going to McLean. Bounce pass at the ankles. It's Singh dropping it to Bastido, faking it from Judd as he tried to dive for it. Now it's Hancock. That one too far on the shot. And the ball again will be turned over here by Singh. This one passed left to right, as now curling into the middle is going to be Foster as he whispers the play to McGee. And it will make its way up here. Three-point shot right down the middle from White Luciano. No good. Rebound also unsuccessful for McLean, and it's picked up by the Bears. Check pass. And Kimokai almost makes a three-point shot. That one goes over the head of Bastido. Picked up here by Hancock. Wide open was Hardy for an easy deuce. SUNY Potsdam leads by 5. 12 minutes and 38 seconds remaining. Bounce pass down low, wide open there. Bastido missed his assignment, as getting away from him for two was White Luciano. Hardy back to Hancock, to Hardy. He's going to let it fly. That one hits the right side of the 10. Picked up by Singh, knocked out of his hands, and it will be Bears ball, as trying to keep it alive was Foster. That kind of blew up in his face a little bit. And the timeout is called here by Oswego. 12 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the second half. SUNY Potsdam 50, Oswego State 47. 7 fouls in this second half for the Lakers, 4 for the Bears. Right now, Hardy has 6 points. Hancock has 2. And Cox has 6, including a nice three-pointer. On the Lakers side, Fowler has 2, McGee has 2, Foster has 2, and came up 0 for 2 on free throw attempts. Bradley and White Luciano also have 2 points apiece. And man, this could get real interesting. Gotta wonder here. So it looks like it will be the same 5 for the Lakers, and it looks like Szymanski will check back into the game here for the Bears, and he will switch with Singh, who has definitely had a lasting impact so far in this game for the Bears, but it's not over yet. Leading by 3. SUNY Potsdam looking to extend the lead. Hardy, pressured by double coverage, lobs it to Bastido. Check pass. That one went off a foot. I believe it was McLean. Yes, so it will still be the Bears' ball, but they only have 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Quick timeout called here by Coach Bechtel, as he wants to re-strategize the troops before they throw this one back in from the sideline. Looking down here, it looks like you can see the demeanor on both sides. It looks so terrible here on the Oswego side, as Coach Leone literally just dropped the dry erase board on the court instead of taking it back to the bench out of his team huddle. He just is really showing his dark side, so to speak, and then Coach Bechtel over there trying to get the play going and trying to make sure that they're going to be able to get the shot away. They do. Hancock couldn't get the hand on it, and they're going to say it's going to go back the other way in Oswego's favor. Slow dribble picked up here by McGee. McGee up and away on the putback of his own shot. It's good for 2. And another whistle blown here as Hardy is going to get sunk down to the floor. He'll go up to the line here. Hardy is 3 for 4 currently. First foul against Foster, and Cox will go back to the bench. Kemokai quickly subbed back in by Coach Bechtel. That shot misses for Hardy as the Bears are in the bonus. Still leading by 1. Left to right and back to the point. Oswego State looking for an open shot, and they do! It is McGee for 3. So that'll give Oswego State a lead by 2. Hancock to Szymanski, getting away from Judd. It's Hardy, three-pointer, no good as it hits the back of the rim and goes back to the front. McGee will slow the pace down here as he looks for a chance to break through. Judd on the screen will get away. Here's a double team. Now it's McLean with a three-point, and that one is a rocket that finds the nylon. 2 straight threes in a row for the Lakers has given them a 5-point lead again. Shot back out, Kemokai. That one did not have enough mustard on it as it hits the right side of the rim. McGee to McLean. He'll give it back. McGee again, another three-pointer that rolls around the back of the net. Picked up by Judd. Foul coming up to Bastido. That would be his 3rd. And now Coach Leone back to feeling happy here in front of his own bench. His first shot from the line is no good. So Judd now sits at 4 for 7. He will try to make this a 6-point lead. Does he have it? Yes, he does. Here we go. SUNY Potsdam back the other way on the left side of Jerry Welsh Gymnasium. With some nice footwork, Singh gets away from McLean. The pass from to Hancock now goes over to Kemokai. He puts it over the head of Bradley to Hardy. Hancock now, 7 seconds on the shot clock. No good on the first one. Gets his rebound back and makes the two-pointer and gets the and one call. That is what the Bears needed. As the foul will go here to Bradley. Lot of heckling from the crowd, and it did not matter. Hancock made the shot. 3-point game. Worked around multiple times as Judd tries to fire it back towards his own bench. McLean cuts in, now down low. Judd has got the two-pointer as he got in front of Hancock at the last moment. Halfway through the second half, and this is still anybody's game. Coming back with that one on the steal was Bradley. Foul, I believe, will go to Kemokai. Yes, it does go to him. That is officially his first. And here's Bradley. First shot is good from the white line. Can he make it 2 for 2? It's there and in. And Landon Cox has finally been brought in here for the Bears, as they now are down by 7. It is a good cushion for the Lakers. Judd gives this over here to McGee, and back to Judd. He'll try to swing into the left side of the key. That one is dropped down. Jump ball, and it will be the Bears. A rolling ball will make its way all the way, hit all 10 pins, and across midcourt before it was picked up by Singh. And that actually could help the Bears in the end of the game in terms of keeping time on the clock. Hancock fakes the pass to Hardy. Now down to Cox. Back up to Hancock. He plants his feet. Three-point shot. Ooh, that one thought it was going to bounce back, and at the last moment said, nah, no way. Unfortunate. As McGee tries to get away from Hardy now. In the back is Singh, and I believe he's going to get called here. That is the third foul to Singh. First shot from McGee is in there. McGee right now is 3 for 5. Second shot in there again as he goes 4 for 6. Here we go as the Bears come back down here on offense. Hancock surveying the landscape. Got it to Bryson Brown. He's going to try to cut through. Can't do it as he's being brick-walled there by two players. Getting free was Kimo Kai on the slide, and he's able to put it in for 2. McLean to Judd as he tries to go up. That one rolls around the front of the rim. Foul is on Cox. That is his 4th, and he's got to be careful here with still 7 minutes remaining. First shot for Judd. He'll cash in. One more to go. And the crowd here finally starting to get into this. Maybe to phase him. No! He has ice water in the veins. And to make sure that that is not going to happen. Passed around. Hancock to Hardy. Hardy looking, and he finds Hancock again. Being watched like a hawk, bouncing it around. Kimo Kai, three-point shot, no good. As Hancock gets there, can he get around? For the shot, he does. 4-2. Bechtel thought there should have been an and one there. However, they will not get the call. 64-57 in favor of Oswego State. Shot around. Passed over McLean behind the back, nicely done, but the three-point shot no good. Coming into your picture screen was Judd for 2. And then we have a collision there. I believe that was McLean and Hancock coming together there, so the Bears get 2 free shots. Hancock so far, 2 for 3. as the Oswego side of things trying to freeze him out. It is not going to work on the first one. Still one more to go. And he does. (66-59). With the screen, Judd gives a little bit of space. However, it won't be enough for McGee to squeeze through. He's going to go back to the line here as Kimokai, I guess, got a forearm on him, and Coach Bechtel actually really shocked by it. Kimokai isn't going to win, unfortunately, the argument here. McGee's shot misses. The Bears are in the double bonus. Oswego in just the single as they come back quickly. Lobbing pass. Cox can't get a shot off. Looking there for Hardy, and again, easy pickings there as McLean saw it all the way. 2 points as he goes over Bryson Brown. And now you really have to wonder if that frustration is starting to set in on the Bears. 5 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the second half. Going into a timeout here by the Bears. 68-59, the score. Lots of different gears moving around here, but in the second half, Hardy has 6 points. Hancock has 9. Kimokai had a 2-pointer. Cox has 6. And there's been 7 different players for Oswego who have produced points here. As right now, looks like McGee has the most still. Thought it was very close. However, he did have that 3-point bucket. So it has really been the Jason McGee show here in the second. Coming back the other way, that goes off a foot, rebounded here by Brown. McGee taken out of the play briefly. Spinorama by Brown, but he could not finish the play. It's Judd. Around to McLean. 3-pointer, oh, that is good. And that could be the arrow in the knee, so to speak, for the Bears. Brown to Cox. Cox and Hancock switch. Hardy gets the ball, however, it will not fall as it rolls around the back of the rim. Now up again is McLean, and Cox is able to get a piece of it from behind, no foul. McGee's gonna try his luck. Body on body, he makes it and gets the and one. Cox is at 5. And it's all starting to unravel here with 5 minutes remaining. Here's the and one, and it's successful once more for McGee, who is now 5 for 7 on extra shots. Whistle blown there. Not necessarily sure here. They're going to speak to each other. Looks like it was out of bounds. Nothing more, nothing less. Hancock with a little bit of time. He got it for 3! Oswego still leads here by 12. Trying to attack here with the ball was Foster. He couldn't do it, so they'll pass it around. McLean fakes the three-point shot, lobs it over a few bodies, can't get it in, and Hardy will give it to a sprinting Hancock the other way. There was body contact made there, and it will be against Bradley for his 4th foul. Running out of room here on the stat paper, as Hancock will have 2 more opportunities here. First shot is in with a swish. One more to go. He spins it. Great English on it. And that will make it a 10-point deficit here. 4:17 remaining. Pitch and catch, give and go here by Foster and McGee, as McGee literally walked his way to midcourt. Here's a three-point shot, straight as an arrow, no good. Rebounded by McLean. Here's Judd, that one's tipped away. However, Kimokai will be the last one to touch it. This one is tipped, picked up, fourth for McGee, and again as he pushes off, he will get a 2-pointer. Coach Bechtel wanted some sort of explanation from the official going by on that one. He thought that that was a little bit way too much of a push-off by McGee. Meanwhile, Hancock gets in for 2 and gets the and 1. Hancock making sure his team won't go down without a fight here, as he'll get the and 1. The 3rd foul goes against McLean. And it's good. A lot of pressure being put on here in the defensive territory. Kimokai barely letting McGee breathe with it. And McGee takes over Hardy. Hardy was trying to barrel out of the way. I'm shocked that he's getting the foul here. However, it is going to be against the Bears. 2 more shots here from the charity stripe for McGee. Crowd trying to help out the Bears here. As McGee took his time, that shot, no, hits the front of the rim, back and right back out in front. One more to go. It's up and it's in. McGee happy with the 1 for 2 there. 77-67. 3 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the second half as the Bears still down by 10. Both teams in the double bonus. Bounce pass at the legs, or the knees rather. Hancock got it to Hardy, and it's in for 2. Right inside of the right side board. Nobody picked up Judd coming back. He was wide open all day. And it's another 2 for number 22. Singh to Brown. Hook shot, no good. Looking to go up for it. Rebounded here by Foster. Foster to McGee. He has basically been the one to set up the plays, so to speak. As he tries to bring this one down, he has to pass it away. Foster has a wide open three. No good. Rebounded here as Hardy really did not give full effort into that one. And now the three that time misses. Foster goes up. He'll get the foul as Hancock got a piece of him. Mike Hancock now at 3. Foster getting ready here. His first shot is in. As we will have Szymanski coming back in here for Brown. And one more shot to go. And he sinks it. 2 for 4, 50% for Foster from the foul line. White Luciano comes back in here for the Lakers. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Oh, what a beautiful three by Kemokai. And quickly the timeout is called. Woo! 1:51 remaining in the game. 81-72 now the score for Oswego State. The Lakers trying to hold on here as currently, as we were saying, the Lakers are in third place in the SUNY. They're 9-2. SUNY Potsdam in the last position is 1-10. If they could somehow come back here, even to force an overtime and then win it, would be outstanding for Potsdam State this season. There's the horn. Oswego already out here on the hardwood. It will be their ball now after that nice three-point shot by Bobby Kemokai. Whistle blown quickly as that was a foul, I believe, on Hardy, as they will bring White Luciano up to the line, his first 2 attempts. As he sets, there's the release. It misses off the right side. As Cox comes back in for Brown, and he has to be careful here in the last minute and 50 seconds. He's already at 5 fouls. Here's the second one. It's on its way and in. Nicely done by White Luciano as he keeps his composure and again makes it a 10-point game. Singh passing the ball around. Wide open is going to be Kemokai. Stutter step. Got it to Singh. Open is Hardy. Fakes the three-point shot. Comes in with a nice flyby for 2. And he made sure that he was going to get it this time. McLean is going to get a hand or 2 on him. And we'll go to the line. 4th foul against Singh. And he makes the first. Second shot in. And now the Bears really are going to have to put it in overdrive as they are back down again by 10. Hardy, three-pointer, misses the mark, no good. Coming back here, it's lobbed to McLean over the net. He will throw it back. It's going to be picked up, and of course, they want to give it to McGee, who has been their sharpshooter this whole second half. Singh will be at 5. And Brown will make his way back to the right side of the key. McGee makes the first shot here. As Judd makes his exit here, back to the bench with 1 minute and 1 second remaining. Watkins will get back. 3 defense for the Lakers in their own zone. And McGee misses the second shot. Rebounded by Hancock. The Bears are going to have to work fast. Less than 1 minute remaining. Hancock straight down the pipe. No good. And it's picked up by Cox. Good for 2. And the timeout again quickly called here by SUNY Potsdam. 85-76, 52.4 seconds remaining. Both teams in a double bonus. 0 timeouts remaining here for SUNY Potsdam, 2 for the Lakers. Cox had 5 fouls. Singh had 5 fouls. The one who has the most here for Oswego would be Bradley. He's at 4. This will be very interesting to see what happens. All I know here is that you gotta think that it's either gonna be a Hardy, a Hancock, or a Kemokai 3-point opportunity. Actually, Szymanski is out there as well. He had 2 3-pointers in that first half. He could even hit them from deep range. But the first things first, the Bears are gonna have to quickly try to get the ball back. Down by 9. Chip to McLean. Now back here to McGee. They'll try to play keep away. McLean gets fouled there as even Hardy was thinking to himself, hey, I tagged him, let's go. McLean, 2 for 2. Here's his third shot. And it's in. Trying to make it 11 points is going to be Gary McLean. Dribbles twice. And he's good. Szymanski back the other way, right to left. 40 seconds. He runs into Cox as well as White Luciano. And they are going to get White Luciano. Szymanski will get 2 here. That first one, no good off the left side. Couple quick substitutions for some extra breathers as Cox goes back to the bench. That second one, though, for Szymanski is good. And it's McGee. Wide open, now being double teamed. Looks like they'll give it to Szymanski, which would only be his first. And perhaps maybe he's the scapegoat for the last 33.3 seconds. Back to the line is McLean. Perfect so far. That one hits the back of the rim, and he's none too happy about it as they still lead by 10. And now Cox right back in here for Brown. Back is Cox and Chemo Kai, as well as basically the whole Lakers team, as McLean does fire that one in. Here's the shot. Hardy too much over the top, as getting it was Chemo Kai as well as McGee, and it will go against the Bears. And McLean once again is going to go up to the foul line. He throws it all the way down the court for the official. 20.7 seconds remains as it's 88-77. Second foul on Szymanski. Bouncing it. Letting it go. There's it. McLean gets that one in again. One more time to go. And it's again good. McLean is absolutely on fire from the line. He's only missed one out of his last 8. Down low, it's Hardy, and it's good for 2 with 10 seconds remaining. But really, that's going to do it, as it's going to be ran out here by McGee to end this men's basketball game. And I got to tell you, the final score really does not correlate with how the play went down on the court. Final score is Oswego 90, Potsdam 79. As we will get the updated post-game report statistics, we will run those down for you here real quick, as both teams will come together and have some hearty handshakes. It was a great effort by the Bears, but in the end, Oswego just able to go on a little run there halfway through the second half, and that would ultimately lead to the downfall in a very close game all the way towards that last 10 minutes of play. The Lakers, 28 for 67 on field goals. The Bears, 28 for 66. So they slightly out-edge the Lakers, 42.4% to 41.8. In the three-pointers, it was 6 for 24 by Oswego, 9 for 32 for Potsdam. Potsdam with a 28.1% average, and the Lakers an even 25%. On free throws, 28 for 40 were the Lakers, so that's 70%. 77.8% for the Bears. They go 14 for 18. 51 rebounds to 25 in favor of Oswego State. 21 were offensive, 30 were defensive. There was 11 lead changes, 7 ties in that game. The largest lead was 15 points for Oswego State. They also got 30 bench points to the Bears' 6. It really went out again? All right. No, it's all right. It's all right. We need to put more time.